I want to share some things Sue and I have learned along the way. When Sue and Jeff called me in to come to that first meeting, June 8, 1987, when I got there, again, I think asking questions and listening. Most people I met have 2 ears and 1 mouth, but they don't use them in the same proportion. I think it was designed to listen more than talk, okay? I got that meeting, Jeff said, let me ask you a question. He said, you can lie to me, but don't lie to yourself. He said, is what you're currently doing going to take you financially to where you want to be in reasonable time? And I looked at this kid, you know, like, I've been working my tail off for 24 years, and you're asking me, you know, if I was dead broken and rented house, working 7 days a week. He said, what about ever? And I think I'm like so many people. Once you finish your education, whether you're a slow learner, you have to go to college, or a real quick learner and drop out of high school. All right. Sooner or later you finish the education, then you usually start a family, a job, or a business, and you get so caught up with paying the bills and Friday and that stuff, you forget about the future. That's where I was. After seeing the presentation, I said, I got involved with the money. I've never hid that fact. I wasn't trying to save the spotted owl, the blue tick hound, the whale, the water springs, and all that garbage. I was trying to save my family, you know, financially. I said, what are the income producing activities? I don't care about the rest of it. He said, sharing the product, sharing the business, promoting events. I had 2 questions. How do you do it, and which one created the most income? I have a financial appetite. That sounds so much better than greed, doesn't it? Right? He said, when you share, like things you share that you enjoy in life, you go on a vacation, you share friends about it. I just went to Tahiti or wherever. You read a great book, okay? You see a good movie. So you're sharing, just like you're sharing that with friends. You're not selling, you're sharing. Helen Keller, I think, says it best. What be worse than being blind? Having sight and no vision. And I think so many people lack taking the time and effort to share the vision rather than just numbers or facts. And I'm a numbers guy, believe me. So sharing the vision, the benefits, if you would, like the product. Fruits and vegetables make sense, right? I've never heard somebody say fruits and vegetables don't make sense. It's backed by research. People take it from the womb to the tomb. Pregnant women take it, elderly people take it. So everybody's a suspect, or you might call them prospects, okay? It bridges the gap between what you do eat, and it's a catalyst of changing your diet. One of my outlaw biker buddies, 2 of them showed up to the house one day, I had something done, and I hadn't seen him in years. You know, I moved away from all that stuff, and had kids, grandkids, and I was getting away from that stuff. We went out to lunch, and he said, "What?" I ordered salmon and veggies and a salad. And he said, "What the hell's wrong with you, Burdock?" I didn't realize how much my diet had changed because of Juice Plus. But I think that's another huge benefit. It changes your diet without you forcing yourself to change it. The business, it's a poor man's franchise, I say. The average person's best shot, $50. Anybody can afford to get started, basically. All right? You work your own hours, full-time or part-time. Now, the more you put into it, just like going to a gym, the more you're going to get out of it. Fruits and vegetables will never go out of style. 10 years from now, they're not going to say don't eat spinach. It's not going to happen, okay? Demand will only increase. We're very blessed in this world. Man's not going to quit screwing up the environment. I look at the positive side of everything. That means demand for our product will increase. It's sad. I know, I understand that, but it is good for the business, okay? Okay? The residual income. I think the residual income attracts more people than the unlimited. When Roberti came to Sue and I and said, how would you like to make $50,000 a month? I can't repeat here to all you ladies exactly what I said back to them, but it wasn't no thank you, okay? But I made it a lot clearer to them. It was too big of a number for me. I didn't think NFL players made $50,000 a year, let alone a month, back in 1987. They did, but I didn't realize people made that much money because we were so broke, if you would. Again, I saw the residual income. I think more people see that and are attracted to residual income than the unlimited income. How would you like to do something for 3 to 5 years and get paid forever? Okay, I'm drywall for 24 years. The day I quit, my check stopped. I never got another check. Not one after 24 years. Okay, unlimited income. Okay, and not only Sue and I, but I know lots of other people in this business that are Roberta's making like $450 a month now. Okay, comma 000. If you kept back, you get behind that. Okay, but that's here for everybody. If you want to put forth the effort, anybody can get anything anybody else does here. All right, this is why I saw it first, the part-time opportunity. If I went out, Sue and I, and just got 2 customers a week, let's say 100 customers a year, whether you're a BF or a sales coordinator, you're basically adding $1,000 a month to your income. How would you like to add $1,000 a month to your income yearly for the next 3 to 5 years? In 5 years, you make an extra $5 grand a month. Mine and Sue's Social Security isn't that much. Go total together. And I worked a lot more than 3 or 4 years to get that, all right? Now, you don't want to be 2/3 healthy, so you want to sell the trio more than, take the trio rather than just the Juice Plus. You don't want to be 2/3 wealthy. Work about yourself. All right? If you're selling the trio, you're basically going to add almost $2,000 a month to your income every year if you sell just 2 customers a week. Okay? The events. Again, when I said what was the #1 income producing activity, my friend said promoting events. And I didn't understand it at first. If somebody buys the product, I make a commission. Somebody becomes a rep, becomes a customer at the same time, I make a commission. Somebody comes to an event, I might have to buy them coffee or dinner or pay his way in. It might cost me money. Well, I didn't see, but when you come to events, again, that's the #1 income producing activity in this business. Right? People see a bigger picture. When Roberti tried to get us to go to our first conference, we'd already gotten a $10,000 check in August and a $30,000 check in September. What do I need to go to a conference? I don't need rah-rah, okay? I'm a self-motivated person, all right? So he said, you don't understand. So he finally talked Sue and I into coming, and he said, don't come by yourself. The only mistake was that the only conference we did this at, we only brought 22 people with us. Never made that mistake again. Right? It builds your belief in the company, the product cost that's there, and to me, it gives you more confidence. Right? I said to Roberti, I said, that idiot's making that much money. Okay? I think this is why Jay Martin used my name on stage a lot of times at the conference. When he says that Bob Burdock made it, anybody can. When we first started, nobody would have believed, so now would have went to where we did. Okay, when we sign somebody up, okay, we ask the person, what would you like to be earning? Now, I clarify this from your Juice Plus income 12 months from now, monthly. And how much would you like to be earning? They might have a pension, they might have Social Security already coming in, all that garbage, right? What would you like to be earning from your Juice Plus income a year from now? So the formula is, if you don't know it, you subtract 500 from whatever number they say, divide the answer by 150, and that gives you the club numbers they need. I'll give you an example. I asked Debbie, she says 5,000 a month. If I subtract 500 from that, you get approximately 4,500, right? Approximately. Divide that by 150, you get approximately 30. So it takes 30 qualifiers to make 5,000 a month. I know these numbers, please. Okay. So when I'm explaining the business to somebody at first, okay, and you got to spend more time with somebody at first to get paid more money for nothing later on. All right, you got to give them the reasons, the vision, if you would. You go 5 wide. If you have 5 wide distributors, it's easy to get 30 qualifiers if you sponsor one, right? Wouldn't you get there a lot quicker, typically? All right. You need to be 5 wide to make NMD. Get the corporate benefits, get the $3,000 a month expense account and stuff. You need to be 5 wide to get paid 5 deep. They're going to stick that rule from here on out. They let that rule slide some in the past. It was a bad mistake, but they're going to stick to it now. And if you're 5 wide, you're self-qualified. At this very first meeting, October 8, 1987, I said to Jeff, I said, I knew the performance bonus was the biggest money. I didn't care about the rest of it. I said, how do you get that? And back then you had to do 5,000 a month. Now you only have to do one. Okay, when they changed it, some people quit the business. They thought their check would go down. The checks actually went up. More people joined, but they could see themselves, I can do that at 1,000. They didn't think they could at 5,000. And when some people leave, you get more roll-up too, so it really increased your check. Okay? So you're self-qualified if you're 5 wide. So this, July 1987, the top position that Sue kindly put in my name went 5 wide. Our top position's been 5 wide to 11 wide. It's 11 wide now. Since that month, it's never not been self-qualified in 31 years. Just the first 2 months we had to qualify. And after that, it's been self-qualified. So giving people the reason to go 5 wide is huge, okay? Most people try to get too much money out of too few people but too little potential, okay? All right? Width is the power, okay? Again, I'm a numbers person. And I know it's not a perfect world. I've been all over. I've been in 35 countries throughout my life in 49 states. I've been traveling since I was a teenager. We've traveled in the U.S. since I was born. Let's say one of y'all sponsored 5, one sponsored 6, and one sponsored 12. Okay, the safety in numbers is the law of averages. Everybody's not going to sponsor the same amount. 2 of these examples I'm going to say they are, the other one not. Let's say the 5 sponsored 5, the 6 sponsored 6, and the 12 sponsored 5 each, even though you sponsored 12. Then the 25 sponsored 5 each, the 36 sponsored 6 each, the 60 sponsored 4 each. 5 each, 6 each, now only 3 each. 5 each, 6 each, only 2 each. That's how many distributors you have. You could do that in a couple months, a couple years, or a couple decades. Your future, your choice. Let's say that's how many distributors have. Let's say they only did $100 each average.
A month.
A month. $100 PV a month each. You know, some might do 1,000.
$1.
You know, some might do 0. Let's say that was the average though. And let's say all you got was the 5% money. You'd get 4% on some, you'd get wholesale commissions on some, and all that stuff. 5 wide, you're making $19,525 per month. And I joke with my friends, especially my bikers, we got some bad habits, and that doesn't cut your expenses. You got to go to 6 wide. 7 wide is $98,035 a month. Okay? But even if you sponsor 12, who only sponsored 5, who only sponsored 4, who sponsored 3, who sponsored 2, you're still making over $12,000 a month. And I ask people, where in the world are you going to go and earn a $12,000 a month income? And I talk to people, I say, you're not going to believe this. When I say I saw this as my only opportunity, I know it's shocking to me too, but the NFL never called me. Unbelievable. Or the NBA. I mean, okay, again, I saw this as our only shot at financial freedom. Leading by example, that's another key. I heard Ron Blue say it best. You can't teach what you don't know. You can't know what you don't do, so you must do to know and know to teach. You can't teach something you don't do. It's impossible to know all that stuff. All right, so leading by example. The reason people don't like network marketers, this is what a network marketer says. Will you do something that I won't do to make me rich? Now they word it slightly different, okay? But that's what you hear. Rather than this is what I'm doing, you want to do it with me, without being rude, I'm doing it with or without you. Okay? That's what leading by example says. Soon I sold 2 water filters a day our first year. Okay, we had 5 kids in a motivation, we had to feed them. Okay? Besides, and back then, massive action, I missed part of Sue's talk that he talked to his son. He talked about passing out flyers in the parking lot.
Nope.
Now you put something on social media. Back then, we took a business card size flyer, and it had a Ghostbuster sign on it with a jug of water in it. It said, never lug another jug, bottled water, 3 cents a gallon, first week free, delivered. And Or we'd go to a big mall parking lot, and put the 5 kids out, so if you wanna eat, put one on every windshield.